All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Decepticast Volume 16. And yeah, there was a bit of a hiatus there between the last Decepticast and this one. And that was because Iris Reddit decided to be a groupie for the Bee Gees and went on tour with them. So we couldn't help it, so sorry about that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and delve into a group of topics here. I know, she's like, when the feeling's strong and can't hold on, it's tragedy. She fucking says that all the time.
I love my Bee Gees. Shut up. I
know. So, I know. Burning people alive with Bee Gees. Who the fuck have thought, right? So, anyway, we have some topics here that I came up with, you know, like half-assed. And then like, Roddy over there came up with one too. So, you know, kudos to him, right? Anyway.
I get to do something here, unlike you slackers.
I know. So, like, let's go ahead. Yeah, right. And he's got fucking Shinverons. So he's got no excuse.
Hey, my Shinver, don't you insult my Shinveron.
All right,
they are beautiful and majestic.
All right, so moving into our first topic, it is, who do you think would make a good Prime after Optimus? And the reason why I came up with this topic is because apparently there is a vote going on right now. I'm not sure if it's IDW or if it's Hasbro, and their vote is who should be, you know, Prime after Optimus Prime. And there's a lot of speculation among those in the know that the vote's going to be irrelevant and it's going to end up being Windblade, which that would not shock me one bit, because, you know, Windblade is such a masturbatory pander to the fucking SJW crowd that I can't even say it without getting a goddamn headache. But anyway, I decided that we would ask the people who really should know who should be the next Prime, and that would be a bunch of miscreant Decepticons and one person who might, you know, have something to do with Prime. Let's see. Anyway, so anyway, I think I'm going to go first here because, well, I'm awesome, and I think it should be Jazz. And here's why I think it should be Jazz. First off, Jazz is a good soldier. He's a good leader, and he's not a pompous asshat like 99% of the other Autobots. He's a nice, like, laid-back guy. You know, he doesn't get all upset. And he has that kick-ass sound system that only plays that one song. So I'm going to go with Jazz. And 1 is Prime number. There you go. That's a tie-in. Jazz. So we'll go ahead and go to Dreadwind. What do you think? Who should be the next Prime go?
Thank you for that lovely intro.
Which lovely intro is that?
The one you didn't give us.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm here with my cast of assorted ruffians. Dreadwind.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, that was kind of lame hello there for complaining about not getting it. Okay, so anyway, all right. Rodimus.
He's
not even lost Rodimus there. All right. Pyrostrata.
Oh, sorry. My internet blinked out there for a second. I just realized that. But yeah, no.
That was the Imperial Senate.
That's my catchphrase today.
All right, Pyrostrata.
Hi.
Okay, now that Dreadwind had to point out my fuck up, Dreadwind, who should be the next Prime? Go.
Next Prime, I'm going to go with Springer. I think Springer is a good choice for Prime. He's a no-nonsense. He takes charge when he needs to, and he can get stuff done.
And he's a triple changer, and 3 is also a Prime number. See how I did that right there?
Oh. And triple changers are apparently very in right now. That's a requirement for all current Transformer toys. You must be a triple changer. He's already qualified.
Headmaster.
No triple changer.
Okay.
I think both, actually. But
Rodimus?
no, see, because the, like, Laserbeak and Buzzsaw are triple changers, but they're not headmasters.
Wait. What?
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Are you sure you didn't just dream that up in one of your, like,
no way, dude. No way.
Drug-addled states?
Nope. The new Titans Return toys, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, all the little cassette guys, are triple changers, but they're not headmasters.
Oh my god, my fucking spark just died a little on the inside.
Triple changer is a requirement, so he's already qualified.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Rodimus, go ahead. Who do you think should be the next Prime? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I have this crazy idea. Never been tried before, but I think it could work. Now, bear with me. Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
I know.
I like it.
Crazy. It's never happened before, but you know what? There's something about it. Just clicks.
I know. It's almost like you become a flaming Winnebago.
Maybe we're just throwing ideas out there. Just seeing what sticks.
I mean, after all, he did kill a Prime.
True. I was gonna say that really came out of left field, didn't it?
I know. Weird. All right.
Hey.
Pirates.
Hey.
Wait. What?
Wait. They should make a movie about that.
No.
Oh, they should, but that's a topic for later on in this in the show, I think.
Yeah. Quit jumping ahead, Dreadwing. God damn it. You're supposed to be depressed. All right, Pirate Strata. Next Prime, go.
Well, I had two choices, and you took one. So the second one, I'm going to go with Jetfire. He's
like Skyfire.
Jetfire. He's pretty like he's a smart guy. I think he would do pretty good as a Prime.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Do you think all that time in the ice hole prepared him to be a Prime?
They never had an airborne Prime. That might be something new and unusual, and we might not like it as Decepticons, but I'm going to go with Jetfire.
All right. Harmony Gold is just sent you a subpoena, by the way.
Yeah. Cease and desist this, buddy.
All right. Okay. Our next topic in our awesome cadre of topics is, what character would you like to see an origin story for? And I'm going to go first because I'm fucking giant, stabby-faced, blue, and awesome. I would like to see
on fire.
The what?
I'm going to set your hanger on fire.
Oh, you love it. All right, so I'm going to say my origin story that I would like to see. I'm going to break with tradition here and not go to Decepticon. I'm going to go with Perceptor. And the reason why I'm going to go with Perceptor is, how did he get so smart, and why does he have a tank microscope mode, and why did he suddenly become a sniper, and why does he have in later incarnations he's got the crosshairs over one of his optics, and how did he become a wrecker, and none of those questions I don't think have ever been answered. They just he's there. So there you go, and I think it would be awesome, and I'm a big fan of Paul Eiding, and I'm a big fan of Perceptor in general. I know I'm a Decepticon, I'm not supposed to say shit like that, but I like Perceptor, even though he has fallen for their, third right of all sentient beings bullshit, but I still like Perceptor. I'd like to see an origin story for him, because I think there are a lot of questions that, people in the know, by that I mean me, would like to see answered. All right, we're going to go with Pyro Strata, origin story you would like to see. Go. And don't say Barry Gibb.
Not today. Today I'm going to go with Skywarp.
Oh.
He's an interesting character. He hasn't had a whole heck of a lot of interesting discussion anywhere.
He shot me in the face.
I know. It was kind of a dick move, but, he's kind of a dick kind of guy. He's the only Cybertronian that was gifted with the ability to warp. Why? Why him? And dealing with that had to be an interesting experience, so I would like to see somebody work with that. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Rodimus, go ahead.
Well, let's see. For an Autobot origin story, I think would be pretty interesting would be Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
This is all the interesting shit that he's done.
Petro Rabbit.
Young Autobot, all those fucking stories. Let's see, to see what they, how much of it did he embellish? How much of it is true?
Isn't there a comic right now with young stories of young Cub?
No.
I could have swore I saw something on that recently.
There he goes, Snowblind again.
Or maybe one is in the works. But I could have swore I saw something about that.
But as far as Decepticons go, I would say Devastator was, did the Constructicons, did they create Devastator out of necessity? Is it just because, hey, I got this crazy idea, let's try it? What was the impetus? Why did they feel they had to experiment with Gestalt technology?
I like it, and also not only that is a coherent origin story for them in general, whereas sometimes they built Megatron and sometimes Megatron built them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like the couple one too, especially. That's a pretty good idea there for Nanova. All right, Dreadwind, go ahead.
I'm gonna be the narcissist here and say me.
God damn it, Dreadwind.
I want a backstory of my character. I want to know what made Dreadwind so morose over time.
I have a theory about that. I think it's because you're named after old people farts.
Now, don't be jealous.
All right, I'm a little jealous.
All right. But no, I mean, I know IDW kind of did the Spotlight issue where they kind of showed how Dreadwind and Darkwing met, but Dreadwind had already been an established character in and of himself at that point. So I want to know the actual origins of Dreadwind. What was he like before the war, and what happened during the war to make his attitude change to where it is now, where he's such a down and out personality, such a depressed personality over what's been going on with the war. What happened? What were those events that led to that?
All right, Dreadwind, fixed Dreadwind. Didn't see that one coming. All right, I actually really didn't. Okay, so our next topic that we're going to talk about is pick a Gestalt or Combiner or Fingerfoo Fuppity Fupp or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Gestalt. Stop calling them combiners. It's stupid.
And pit them against a giant robot with another.
I called them join up huggy things.
I like that thing. Pick a Gestalt and pit them against pick a Gestalt and pit them against a giant robot from another franchise. Who wins and why? I picked Devastator because, big surprise, Devastator is my favorite Gestalt. And I pitted Devastator versus an Imperator Titan from the Warhammer 40k universe. Ooh. And interestingly enough, I'm going to say Devastator loses this one. And here's why. I've looked around all over the place for like an official height for Devastator. And the only one I can come up with is 12 meters. And that seems awful short for Devastator. But assuming that that's the correct height for Devastator, 12 meters, the Imperator Titan is 53 meters tall. Now, I'm not one of those type of people that equates, hey, this is bigger, and therefore it's better and more powerful, because that's fucking dumb. But the Imperator Titan has its choice of Hellstorm Cannon, Vengeance Cannon, Plasma Annihilator, and Doom Strike Missile Launcher, which are like gigantic, huge weapons. Like the missile launcher shoots out house-sized missiles. So that's pretty tough to beat, right? This is just its main weapons. It also has, as a secondary weapon, a Vulcan Mega Bolter, right? Which are two 5-barreled rotary cannons that shoot out at very high rate of fire, both of them, ammunition that is the size of a human skull. So pretty goddamn badass piece of equipment right there, right? So I'm going to pick the Imperator Titan over Devastator. Right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Flame On. Rodimus, go ahead on your choices.
Oh, jeez. This is the one that I've been having probably one of the ones I've been having more trouble trying to figure out. Just because I'm not I'm not like super into a lot of giant robot stuff outside of Transformers. But that being said, I would have to say, if we're going with just combiners,
Gestalt.
whatever. Look, I don't give a shit. All right, I called them combiners as a kid, so. I would have to say, just because it would just be interesting, Bruticus against Mechagodzilla. Because fuck it.
Oh, I like that.
You know what? No, better. Abominus versus Mechagodzilla. There we go.
All right, and who wins?
Well, you know, I would have to say Abominus wins because Mechagodzilla already lost to an inferior organic creature, being the actual Godzilla.
Oh, yeah. Did he get struck by lightning and come back and kick his ass?
Look, I don't know. I
That would be part
don't
of the
make
course for a
I just
Godzilla
pick
movie.
them up and write them down. Okay.
All right, Dreadwood, who do you have as your Gestalt and your? And if you say Voltron, I'm gonna be disappointed in you. Go ahead.
Rodimus, picking them up and writing them down. Okay, here's my choices. I'm going with Predaking versus. You ready for it? Are you ready?
Yes.
Johnny Sacco and his flying robot.
What in the fuck? Johnny Sacco and his fly. I don't even fucking heard
Is
of
that related to Mr. Sacco from WWE? I don't know.
Have you not seen this really, really old, bad Japanese? This little Japanese kid at this old Japanese show with this big, giant flying robot. And the little kid, he's like probably 8 or 9, and he controls the robot with his watch. And, of course, it's all very badly overdubbed.
Oh, my God. He shoots lightning out of his eyes, and he looks kind of like King Tut.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, who wins that one?
That's what I'm going with, and Predaking wins that one because all it takes is for one of the Predacons to, like, rip the boy in shreds, and then
Eat the
the
little
robot's
kid?
pretty much disabled. Yeah.
Fucking
Plus,
Johnny
toe cannons.
Sacco. What the fuck? All right, okay. I lost my whole train of thought on that one. Pyrostrata, who do you have?
Well, I went with Predaking as well. And versus sit down.
Johnny Sacco?
Yeah. Predaking versus Voltron, and Predaking wins because it's Predaking.
Toe cannons.
Oh, yeah. So here's the thing about that, too, is every time I say anything about, X Gestalt versus Voltron, this is what I always get. Voltron's bigger.
Wait, which Voltron, though? There's more than one.
She means Lion Voltron.
Okay.
Lion Voltron.
I think when you don't specify, you default to Lion Voltron.
Fair enough.
Predaking wins because it's Predaking. It's a combination of 5 very powerful robots that can actually meld their minds correctly.
Yeah, but they have Pidge.
That's why
See,
that's why Voltron will lose.
I almost picked the car incarnation, flying car incarnation of Voltron, just so that I could say that I wanted to see Predaking tear him into shreds. But
Hey,
Vehicle Voltron.
I actually like Vehicle Voltron better.
I also actually like Vehicle Voltron. And Gladiator Voltron. And everything that is Voltron. I'm going to get a goddamn Voltron spray painted on my cat. All right. That was bizarre. Okay. Now, moving on. Pick 3 Transformers and give them theme songs. And I'm going to go first because, well, I'm fucking awesome. My very first Transformer that I picked was Skywarp. And the song that I picked for him was White Zombie's Warp Asylum. Now, The lyrics have absolutely nothing to do with anything you would ever, associate with Skywarp, but you should be in an asylum, and it's got warp in it. So that's my logic for that one. Okay, my second one is Beachcomber, and my theme song for him is from a band called Camney, and it's called Bong of Satan. Because that little hippie is a goddamn something, pothead maybe, I don't know. Green Energon.
Green Energon.
All right, and finally, Ultra Magnus. And I picked, for Ultra Magnus' theme song, Cannibal Corpse's Fucked with a Knife. Not that that has anything to do with Ultra Magnus, it's just that's how I feel every time I hear or see anything about Ultra Magnus. So there you go. That was my
Shouldn't it be the theme from Unsolved Mysteries?
Cavity searches all around. All right, Pyrostrata, who did you pick, and what theme songs did you pick for them? I better hear some goddamn disco in this.
You're not! Ha-ha!
Breaking from tradition, man.
First one was Cyclonus, and I picked Megadeth's Hangar 18.
Oh,
nice.
You know what would have been good with that too? I'm just going to throw this out there. Tornado of Souls, because Cyclonus, Tornado.
I'm still going with Hangar 18.
Okay, good. All right. Okay.
Let's see.
Mine was better, but I'm just saying. Okay, go ahead.
Murder is coming to mind right now.
Okay, go ahead. I'll stop. I'll shut up.
And next one is Galvatron, for the Frayed Ends of Sanity by Metallica.
Oh,
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'd say for Galvatron, Cypress Hill, Insane in the Membrane.
Oh, that's another good one.
That would work too.
Or Sanitarium from Metallica.
Hey, another good one.
And my last one is for his lordship himself, Motorhead's The King of Kings.
Ah, I like it.
Because it works.
And
It's
R.I.P. Lemmy.
perfect.
All right, Rodimus, who did you pick?
Well, all of mine. Let's see. You'll notice a theme, but I'm not gonna go yet. First off, Grimlock, Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance music.
I like that.
Also acceptable, the Disturbed cover of it, known as Glass Shatters. Next one would be for Lugnut, and it is a song called "Glorious Domination," and it is the entrance music to a WWE wrestler known as Bobby Roode. And because glorious.
Is he related to Ravishing Rick Rude?
He is not.
Damn it.
And the final one is, it's gonna take some explanation. Beth saw this though. Bone Crusher for Real American. aka Hulk Hogan's old music.
Oh, God.
Is that because Bone Crusher drops the big leg on people?
There is a video on YouTube that is called Tribute to Killdozer. Those of you, and I'm not talking about to the original Hollywood, the schlock 70s horror movie Killdozer, no. I think it was either in the early 2000s or 90s. There was a gentleman in some small Midwest town who decided that he was mad at the government. So his solution to being mad at the government was to get a bulldozer, essentially turn it into a rolling fortress and sealing himself inside and just destroying his town. And someone took all of the news footage of it and spliced it together to Real American. And it is beautiful.
There was an '80s movie that was kind of like that called Tank.
Yeah, I just have two things to say about that. One, I've seen the news footage you're talking about, right? I think that guy, like, he was trying to start a business or something. They wouldn't give him, like, the proper zoning permissions or something like that. So he got mad, yeah, and he like, welded a bunch of steel plates to a big-ass earth mover and, like, rocked it around town, destroying shit, which was fucking awesome. And secondly, did you pronounce government as the G-U-B-M-I-N-T version?
Yes.
Well done. Well done. Fittingly. All right. Those are pretty goddamn good choices. All right. Dreadwind.
All right. First of all, I'm going with Shockwave's theme, which would be Judas Priest, Electric Eye.
Oh, that's fucking perfect.
And then Reflector with Thundercracker's favorite song and band, Nickelback's Photograph song.
Oh my God! You had the fuck. You know what? I was on a high there for a second. You were like, "Oh, let's take a with this great song and a perfect match," and you just fucking shit all over it with that. What the hell is that?
I got one more though that I think you'll appreciate. Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
All right, Cliff Jumper with the theme from the movie From Russia with Love.
I like it. You know, also, if you'd have said the background music to Red Alert 2, that would have worked too. Oh man, I tell you what, that's fucking first time Nickelback's been mentioned in a goddamn Decepticast, and now I'm all sad. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic. What do you think of Baldigus? And Baldigus, for those of you who don't know.
I'm sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought you were over there, coughing because of, never mind. Okay. Anyway, Baldigus is a recaller of Bruticus, right? And I'm going to go first here because I'm awesome. And here are my thoughts on it. Okay. First off, okay, they got Brawl, and he's colored. He looks like Norman Schwarzkopf from 1990s era invasion of Kuwait. And also, oh my God, they got Blast Off is like, I don't know, check your privilege Blast Off, I guess, because he's like just all white. And then Swindle is like, he has like I don't even know what it is. It almost looks like the old school, like what they would paint on Air Force jets, but it has a different symbol in the center of the circle. So it's like, what the fuck is that? And then
it gets even better. You do know what his name is, right?
Oh no.
Swindle is part of Baldigus.
Go ahead.
Green Jeeper.
Oh my God! No, it's not.
I am 100% serious.
Oh my God! That's
joking,
fucking
I would
horrifying.
I would say a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Oh my God! Green Jeeper. Jesus. Okay. Wow. That's awful. I wish I hadn't known that.
That's almost as bad as the GoBot that was, what was it, Jeeper Creeper?
Yeah.
Green Jeeper.
Okay. So not secondly, but wow, I lost my whole train of thought on that Green Jeeper. Okay, but anyway, his helmet, I don't know what the hell is wrong with it, but like one of the horns is like off or something. Cause like I don't know if it's like cause like he's got like this big gold horn in the middle, and then he has like two smaller gold horns on the side. The whole collaring scheme. What I'm trying to say is the whole collaring scheme of the extra head that you put onto the gestalt looks really fucking dumb. And finally, they fucking made his big giant gun orange, entirely orange. It's like, could you be any more fucking pandering to the anti-gun crowd with this fucking moronic orange? And then he has like he has like right under his chin is this big gold splotch with a big like with a symbol on it, and then like the extra piece that clips on, it's like the ship looking thing that looks like almost like a jet fighter. It's like it's yellow and black, and to me it's reminiscent of the suit that help me out here. Kung Fu fighter guy, very popular.
Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee. It's reminiscent of the suit that Bruce Lee wore in one of his movies. That yellow jumpsuit with like the one black stripe down the side. Nobody? Okay. Maybe it was just me. All right.
I know what you're
Anyway.
talking about. Yeah.
Okay. I thought. All right. So, although that doesn't give me any like consolation that Dreadwing knows what I'm talking about because he's been known to, just saying. He's got to get rid of that depression somehow.
That's Springer, man. That's not me.
No, Springer's the snorter. I think you might be the puffer. You're a beachcomber. I'm just saying. All right, so
I cannot confirm nor deny anything.
Yeah, we're going to go to Dreadwind first. Oh, and not only that is his fucking feet are yellow. Fuck that. Dreadwind, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I looked up Baldigus, and apparently he's also called Ruination.
Yes.
He is referred to as Ruination in the United States, which I think is a pretty kick-ass name.
Yeah, Ruination is superior to Baldigus. That's for fucking certain.
Like,
absolutely.
Even though he is a repaint, essentially, of Bruticus, I would love to see Ruination brought into canon. I would want to be behind that. I just think he's.
I can definitely understand the Ruination name is much better than Baldigus. I don't know.
Well, they keep Green Jeeper out of the fucking equation.
Yeah. I don't have much on this guy because I couldn't get past the first paragraph when I was reading about his origin, where it said he's powered by coffee milk.
Wait, what?
Look, it's
on Transformers Wiki.
Just don't question, just accept.
Yeah, Transformers Wiki says he's powered by
I didn't look
coffee
into that
milk.
because I only like reviewed how it looked. I didn't know we were gonna like look into like the origins and stuff. God damn, I'm glad I didn't too.
Yeah,
no,
and as far as how he looks, I just say he looks like a toddler threw up on Bruticus.
I like it.
Before we move on, I just want to rewind because I just thought of something. It is just back to the previous topic real quick. I just want to say that if I could give an insulting theme song to anybody, I would give Windblade anything from the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah. I like it. All right, well, we're going to go next.
Did he just retcon our Decepticast?
He did retcon the Decepticast. I'll allow it though because it worked out pretty good because I fucking hate Windblade. All right, I know I get
two
shit
bad tastes that go great together, and by great I mean also terrible.
All right, so we're going right back to you there, Rodimus. What do you think of Baldigus?
Oh, like I said, I like him. I liked him when I like him as Ruination. I think that's a great name. I would love Ruination to be somehow brought into canon. Baldigus is just, it's Japanese. It's fucking weird. I don't question. I just accept. It's their own little thing. Whatever. I let them have it. And I'm not necessarily opposed to, anime formers because I don't know if I said it last time I was on here, but Headmasters is my favorite Transformers series. Despite the weaponized friendship, I love Headmasters. I think it's great.
Yeah, I like Headmasters.
Just the Japanese are weird, and I just leave it at that. They like their weird names. All right.
Okay.
Someone's calling someone.
All right. I gotta get my head back in the game here. Okay, Pyrostrap, go ahead. I'm still on Green Jeeper for some reason. Go ahead, Pyrostrap.
Baldigus? Really? Really, Japan? Really? No. It's Ruination. Ruination Superior. It's ugly. It's ugly. I would prefer it as Ruination. I really don't understand why they didn't use the name Ruination.
It's scary.
Because the name Ruination came after Baldigus.
Yeah, I think from what I read, I think Baldigus was translated from the Japanese word, which sounds a lot like Bruticus for some reason, and so there's probably some mistranslation there or something going on.
But keep it as Ruination. It works. I mean, overall, the figure is hideous.
True that.
Absolutely, like, drenched in G2 hideous.
Hey,
And
Does a Ruination pal around with Scourge?
yes.
the mustard yellow does not work.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at with Bruce Lee's pantsuit thing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I said
He's got the top coat and matching baby vomit shoes.
Thank you.
No. That color belongs left in a 1970s kitchen. That's where it belongs. That's where it should have stayed. No.
You know what I'd like to call? You know what I'd like to call those shoes? Brukenstocks.
Oh, if you want my brother, I would kill you.
Cricket.
You know, Bruticus and Birkins. Never mind. Okay, God, fuck you guys, goddamn.
Yeah.
I will say, Ruination. Some of Ruination's color schemes aren't all the greatest. What with I think Ruination's Brawl is called Armor Hide, and his fucking UN camo.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Baldicus, no. Ruination, yes, please.
Okay. All right. So, you guys didn't fucking laugh at my joke. I'm going first on this one. Worst Decepticon plan ever. For me, there's no goddamn question. Dancitron is the worst fucking Decepticon plan ever. Okay? Because, I mean, what the fuck? What the serious fuck? Like, I want to take over a dance club and, like, put subliminal messages in the dance music. And not only that, that's where we got introduced to Raoul and his gang of, like, one of them was named Rocksteady, and the other one had another really dumb name, I forget, which escapes me right now. But his like little gang that they were dancing in a little cardboard box with tracks. And not only that, is the whole Raoul and tracks thing. If you put that into a search engine, some of the pictures you will see will scar you for life.
Why did you even try that? You should have known better.
Sometimes I need pictures of tracks. And, like, I put tracks in there. They're like, hey, this is tracks in Raoul committing.
Which sucks, because as far as human characters go for, like, Transformers, Raoul isn't a terrible character.
Agreed. He's a million times better than Chip Chase or Spike. Agreed. So, anyway, Dancitron, way awful Decepticon plan. So, that's mine. And I heard a groan, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Dreadwind immediately.
Yeah, you took mine. Dancitron, I mean, it's an elaborate scheme to hypnotize a large amount of unqualified people to construct a building. I mean, that was the whole plot point behind the Dancitron thing. They were hypnotizing people to build a building.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just, like, hired some architects and construction.
Right. Yeah, and you have like a housewife out there with the hammer and everything else.
Oh yeah, then there's like an army guy and a chauffeur out there.
Yeah, it's like, wouldn't it be better to hypnotize a construction crew? Or here's a better idea: Constructicons.
Yeah, maybe they were unavailable at the time. You know what? That always put me in mind of. It was the Cold Slither. So
yeah, and the official Sunbow synopsis for that episode, part of it is the boys and Autobots pursue Starscream to the skyscraper, a new Decepticon headquarters being constructed by the hypnotized patrons of Dancitron. So that's what they were building.
Oh, that makes it much better.
Yeah.
That's almost like the plot to a Nickelback song. All right, Pyrostrata, go ahead. Worst Decepticon plan. Don't say Dancitron.
No. I'm going to go with the Car Wash of Doom.
Oh God, another.
Why?
Because
Why?
Autobots are cars.
No, it's awful.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Why?
Although I would take Car Wash of Doom over anything Bay's done.
Well, yeah. I very rarely question high command, but what? No. Car Wash of Doom, the worst. The worst.
All right. What about you? Since you're looking out on the outside looking in, what did you think, Rodimus, or Decepticon plan?
I mean, I was gonna pick Car Wash of Doom. I mean, oh man. Let's see.
Yeah, I have an honorable mention while you're trying to think of one. From Aerial Assault, the big giant purple griffin.
Oh God.
Fuck you, that shit is brilliant. That shit would have worked if it wasn't for those meddling aerial bots. I'm gonna say the time where the Decepticons tried to fuck up a Hollywood movie just because the Autobots were cast as stunt cars.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I almost picked that one too.
That one was awful.
They steal a box.
That's just petty, is what that is.
Well,
Hey, I think
the premise was they stole a box because they thought it was something important, and the whole episode is the Autobots trying to go through this elaborate scheme of them getting rid of the film so that there would be no evidence that the Decepticons stole the box, even though they didn't know what was in the box. And then at the end of the episode, Wheeljack looks at it and goes, "Oh yeah, that's just junk."
Oh yeah. Okay, so hey, since we talked about dumb shit that Decepticons have done, how about not necessarily plans, because it doesn't seem like the Autobots ever come up with any plans. They just like to thwart other people's plans. Anyway, what about some dumb shit? One dumb thing that the Autobots have done, and I'll go first. When they did their little charity race that they did, where they get the immobilizer used on them, right? It wasn't so much dumb, but at the end of the race, where they had like the dust got kicked up so they couldn't tell who won, just so like they had to like make it like collectivism extreme, where everybody's equal and nobody could have whatever the fuck. Because I'm sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that either like say Sunstreaker or Mirage probably would have won that. So that's some dumb shit that the Autobots did, I think. And what do you think, Pyrostrata? Go.
Dumb things the Autobots have done.
No saying befriend Chip Chase.
Everything for millions of Vorn. Standing against Megatron. That's pretty dumb.
Okay, I'll buy that. What about you, Dreadwind? Go.
Most anything that Wheeljack has invented, but particularly that one what was that freeze ray?
The Dinobots?
No, the freeze ray. Where he got frozen himself.
Oh, you mean where they turn gray?
Yeah, and he froze himself, and they didn't know how to fix it because he was the one that made it.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
You figure maybe like write something down, just in case I fall victim to the machine. All right, yeah, I agree with that. What about you, Rodimus? Go ahead.
Well, same answer as before. The Autobots agreeing to be stunt cars in a Hollywood movie because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that one deserves double mention. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, but no. Oh, Optimus Prime is such a better leader than Rodimus Prime. Yeah. Yeah. No, Optimus only okayed that piece of stupidity.
I'm going to give you that one. I'm starting to warm up to the idea of Rodimus Prime. Really?
Someone's salty.
All right. Maybe it's all those trips to the Matrix. All right. Okay. So anyway, Rodimus came up with what I thought was a pretty good idea there, and it was, who would you cast in a remake of the 1986 Transformers movie, or as I like to call it, the Transformers movie, because I fucking ignore all that other bullshit. Anyway, so I'm gonna go first here, and I picked two characters that I thought pretty snazzy characters. I picked Perceptor, and I think he could be voiced by Bill Nye, because I think Bill Nye, not only is he a sciencey guy, so it kind of makes sense. But Bill Nye, his voice even has like that character to it, I think. And secondly, Unicron, voiced by James Earl Jones.
You keep stealing my choices.
That's a little.
I think by that he means he slacked and didn't think of anything, so he's gonna say he stole my choices. He does that often. All right, no, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Of course, I'm not kidding. But go ahead. Let's go with Rodimus. Since this is your idea, you better come up with some whiz-bang choices here.
I thought of a few. Cup, Christopher Lambert, a.k.a. the Highlander.
Oh, yeah, good one. That's pretty good, actually.
I got a better one, but go ahead.
And for, Hot Rod, Rodimus.
Judd Nelson?
No, actually. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah?
I knew he was going to say that.
I can do it. I can see that.
Is that one of your two, Dreadwin?
Or, and this is only completely biased towards my page, H. John Benjamin, a.k.a. the voice of Archer.
Oh, okay. All right. That guy actually has a pretty goddamn funny voice.
That would bring validation literally to my entire page.
All right, are you listening, producers of 1986? Never mind, fuck it. All right, Pirate Strata, who did you pick?
I was only able to think of one, off the top of my head.
And it better be a goddamn good one.
I would like to hear Skywarp voiced by Chris Walken.
Nice.
Wait, who?
But Skywarp doesn't have any lines, I don't think.
More cowbell.
Give him lines.
Oh, Christopher Walken, you said.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't just call him Chris Walken. Oh, fuck, who calls him Chris Walken?
His friends call him Chris.
No, even his friends call him Christopher Walken. Even they say the whole thing too. They say Christopher Walken. They're like, "Hey, Christopher Walken, what would you like to watch? Which game would you like to watch today?" Because that's how you do it. God damn it! All right, Dreadwin, go ahead.
Okay, these are just a couple I came up with off the top of my head because I caught this topic late. Galvatron, I would like to see voiced by Jeremy Irons because he has a great evil guy voice.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I see that. That's a good one.
I picked Unicron, James Earl Jones, because really there's not many other people that could do a
I'd
similar
like to
voice
say, for Unicron, if not, because James Earl Jones is a little bit of low-hanging fruit. I think it's too easy to go to that. I'm going to say this. Ron Perlman.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that could work.
He's the Hellboy guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, if Peter Steele was still alive, I would have gone with him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What about
so
George
a couple more.
Grinder Fisher?
There you go. A couple more. Hot Rod, I would put Tom Cruise.
I still say RDJ would be better.
Ultra Magnus would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I haven't got time to smell.
One more. Cup would be voiced, and this is purely because I want to hear him say petrol rabbits. Sean Connery.
I'll give you petrol rabbits.
Holy shit. That almost makes up for your goddamn Nickelback comment. Almost, but not quite. All right. So, yeah.
Actually, I was thinking, if I ever because what brought my impotence of picking Christopher Lambert for Cup, I was just thinking, what would be interesting is if there was ever another series that they had him in and he was closer to his original concept, having Drift voiced by Christopher Lambert, and putting Turmoil in the same thing and having him voiced by Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown, of course, was the Kurgan in the Highlander.
Ah.
Also, Clancy Brown would have been really good for Unicron as well.
Clancy Brown is also the voice of Mr. Krabs in the SpongeBob.
He is also the voice of Mr. Sinister in Wolverine and the X-Men, which was an amazing series that was cut criminally short.
Oh, yeah, I just thought of another one, too, here. Nicki Minaj for Wheelie.
Okay, no. Okay, here's a great one, all right? Daniel, voiced by Beaker from the Muppets. You know, just
Well, if we're going to go with the Muppets, how about Statler and or Waldorf for Cup?
I'll give you Petra Rabbit. Oh!
That got like way out of hand there. All right, so hey, that worked out pretty good. I think it's a pretty good Decepticast. Maybe a one-off. I don't know. Maybe we might do another one or two, maybe more sporadically, other than once a week. But I think it was pretty fun, and hope you enjoyed it. If you don't, well, I don't give a shit. We're Decepticons. We don't care. Well, we bar one. We also have Rodimus here, who came here because he needed his shin bronze repainted.
He's an honorary Decepticon because of him Optimus died.
No, I suppose that's true. And also, like I said, he needed his shin bronze repainted, and Dreadwin's really good at that. So
that was my best day.
Wait, what?
That was my best day ever. I got a job promotion. It was great.
All you had to do was interfere with a fight. All right, so yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So yeah, this is I want to go ahead and we'll go through. We'll sign off, everybody. Dreadwin, go ahead.
Stay metal and stay evil.
All right. And just so you know, you can catch Dreadwin and I, if you care to, on Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Hangar 18, where we talk about various heavy metal music. Yeah, I fucking shamelessly plugged our other show. Fuck it.
I was going to say, shameless plug.
You know what? I'm a Decepticon. I can plug whatever the hell I want. All right, plug away, plug away.
No comment.
All right, Rodimus, go ahead.
I have nothing to plug except for my page. It's amusing. I haven't been posting lately a lot, but when I do post, I make Archer memes out of Transformers episodes, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, you should go there. He just arbitrarily made Springer into a coke addict, and now that's like underground Transformers canon.
Okay, speaking of which, Springer, retroactively, Al Pacino.
He just retconned us again.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Pyrostrata, go ahead.
I have nothing to plug. Been fun. I miss these.
All right. So, yeah. Then I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It is, as always, your giant fucking blue murderous alien stabby face killer robot from another planet. Thundercracker. Horns up, motherfuckers. Stay metal. And have a nice day. And if you don't, then fucking blame it on the other of us. Have a nice day.